All right, so here's the deal. I figured it out. I found a way to really kind of put this in perspective. Okay, and I brought it way back to math class, and I've obviously never. I mean, yeah, this is either algebra or geometry or something behind me. Not that smart, but and I put this in a post before. So what happens when you come across a very complex problem in math class? When you come across and you're going down and you come across a problem that you have no clue, it's so complicated, you don't even know where to start. What do? We either A, go into our TI 97, and we've inputted all of the answers or the description on how to do the problem, and we cheat. Essentially we cheat. Or I look on someone else's paper and we cheat that way, all right, and I come up with an answer. Now what really bothers me, or what really is tough, when the actual problem says show your work. Now it gets really complicated. I have no idea where to start, no idea how to do this thing. And what do? I skip it. I just absolutely turn the other way. I keep going. I don't even worry about, I can't worry about it. I can't sit there and stare at this thing because that does me no good. I'm going to run out of time. Maybe by the time I get through all of the other, problems and equations and all of that, or the things that I know how to do, I'm going to go there first. That's easy. When I go to the hard things, the complex things, I have no idea what to do. I'm going to skip it, right? Maybe if I have time, I'm going to come back to it, right? But then even if I come back to it, hopefully I'll remember by then, but most likely not. This is what we're doing with our food. This is what we're doing with nutrition. This is what we're doing with diets. This is what we're doing with all of these things that are all the things that we're hearing. We're getting in our own heads that it is so hard, that it's so complicated, that there's just all of this information out there. We don't know what to do. It's just confusing. There's all these big words. There's all these things. So we either turn away. We don't even worry about it. We'll get to it later. Hopefully we'll have time. I'll figure it out later. I'm just going to do all of the other things. Or we come up with shortcuts. We want the easy way. We want the easy fix, right? What do I want to do? I just want to input it in my calculator, in my TI 97, and I'm going to input my calculator. Just give me an answer. Boom. Got it. That's not the answer. That doesn't happen. We can't do that with nutrition. We can't do that with foods. So many people are they're looking for, it's so complicated. It's so overwhelming. We just turn away. We turn away, or we cheat. We do the shortcuts. We do I'm just going to open up this packet, put it in my drink, and drink it, right? That's it. That's what we do. That's not the answer. That's not the answer. It's actually very, very simple and easy. So many people, it's very simple and easy. And I'm not losing weight. A lot of people are hitting me up on losing weight. Oh, losing weight is so hard. Losing weight is hard. It's not hard. When it's not a thing, how can it be hard? When it's not even a focus, it's how can it be hard? It's like the answer behind me, right? The answer's not hard to get to. The answer's not hard. We have to back it up. What do they tell you in math class? They say break it down very simple. If you knew where to start, if you knew the steps, it would be very, very simple and easy. That's it. So we have to stop overcomplicating things. We have to stop confusing ourselves. We have to stop listening to the people that are confusing us. They're telling you it's complicated. They're having you watch 40-minute videos and all of these. You don't need to know all of that. And I'm talking to the people that are starting off. I'm talking to the people who have yet to start their journey because it's too hard. We can tweak things. Yes. You can dig into the things, but you have to start with the basics. And the basics are this: food, like real food, real vegetables, real fruit, like very basic. Eat those things. Don't be concerned with calories. Don't be concerned with phytonutrients. Don't be concerned with carbohydrates, proteins, fats, monofats, unsaturated fats, polysaturated fats. Like, who cares? It is confusing you. Like, I'm not that smart. I don't know, like, percentage of vitamin A or, like, I don't know calories. I don't know, but like, you don't need to. You don't need to. You can sound smart. You can throw words around. You can but you're just complicating it. You don't need to. You don't need to. So stop complicating things. Please stop complicating things. You're confusing other people that come across this. You're confusing other people that want to start their journey, but they're too intimidated because it's so complicated. There's so much information out there. So what do? They run to these shortcuts. They run to these supplements. They run to these, these things that are supposed to be easy. They want to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, like 10 pounds in 10 days. They want to lose 20 pounds before the summer. Like, they want to do all of these things fast and easy and quick. It's not the answer. We have to back up. If there's no time frame, if we lengthen the time frame to forever, right? Like, open up your time frame. Stop putting yourself in this box. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself for it to not be successful long term. If you open up the time frame and say, yep, forever, if you just back it up, keep backing it up. Losing weight is a result. It's an output. Stop focusing on the results. We need to focus on the inputs. And it's very basic. The inputs are very basic. If you put the basic things in there, you don't need to know how many carbohydrates, how many proteins, how to calorie dense and versus this. Like, you need to understand that you need to eat more plants. You need to eliminate all of the things that you're addicted to. And like, this happens over time. This isn't going to happen like immediately. Those are the hard things. But if you break it down very simply, like if you understand just basic foods that go together and kind of how to prepare them into into something that's appealing and tastes good, like, it becomes very simple and very easy. Then, and only then, if you want to get into phytonutrients and potassium and what's in there and the different type of vitamins and how it affects your cholesterol and just trust me on this, that there is not one fruit or vegetable that's going to be harmful to your body. Okay. I will tell you that processed foods, there are some better than others, but they're still bad for you. But there's not one vegetable that's bad for you. There's not one fruit that is bad for you. There's not one, these things that grow from the earth, they are not bad for you. And yeah, so if you consume 6 potatoes in a day, I would much rather you consume 6 potatoes in a day for a week straight, and then we can talk about it, right? Then I'll know that you love potatoes, and then we can tweak these things. But immediately, if I throw at you, you only need to eat a cup of this and a cup of that and portion control, you're restricting yourself. You are absolutely restricting yourself. And what you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. You're just not going to win long term. And you're going to get frustrated with yourself. And then you're going to continue to tell yourself that it's hard. I promise you, if you go in your head over and over and over again and be like, oh, it's hard, 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 it's hard. I promise you, it will be hard for you because you're telling yourself that. Stop telling yourself that it's hard. Stop it. It's only hard because you're overcomplicating it. You need to back it up. Back it up, and then it becomes very simple and very easy. Just like this problem behind me. If you break it down, and I don't even know what I'm talking about here, but if you break this problem down into very simple steps, it becomes very easy, step by step by step by step, right? So break all of this down, back it up into something very simple and very basic. It is very simple and it's very basic. Stop overcomplicating things. Stop focusing on the output. Stop focusing on the results. The results will happen, I promise you. But you're not starting because it's so complicated. You're skipping it because it's too complicated. It looks like this in the back here. And some of you may get this stuff, but I have no idea how to do it. None whatsoever. I know sine and cosine. I kind of know a little bit. 1 over x. I can sound smart, but I don't know how to do this. Same thing with nutrition. I can sound smart, but like I actually do know if you back it up and become very basic. This is what I do. This is what I have. Like we've figured out that if we make it very simple and very basic, if we back it up, we have to stop focusing on the results. Back it up. Stop listening to people that are overcomplicating it, people that are throwing out big words, people that are, throwing this. Oh, you need this amount of protein. You need this amount of fats. You need this good fats, good protein, bad protein. Like, stop. Like, I'm just, I'm starting to get frustrated, but I understand. Been there, done that. I mean, we get it. Like, it's just, we are overwhelmed by so much information. We're overwhelmed. It's like you get a math problem with all of these complex problems. Like, and what do? Like, you flip out, your heart rate goes up. Like, you don't know what to do. You freak out. Like, and then you want the shortcut. You want the easy things. You just want to turn away. You want to run away. You want to don't deal with it. And so what do? You just go back to the things that you've always done. Instead, break it down. Don't cheat. Don't think about cheating. Don't think about the shortcuts. Don't think about fast. Break it down. Break it down very simple, very basic. It is very simple. It is very basic. All right, so a little rant today. Hope that helps some people. See ya.